All right, here goes to making a video in one cut. What's up guys, Mitchell Watts with Town & Country TV, and today I am showing you the F-150 Retro 2.0, and this is our review on that particular truck. So let's talk a little bit about, by the way, if you haven't seen the very first video that we did, click up on the link up in the cards and you'll see the first rendition that we did. Now you'll notice it's the exact same color, but there's going to be some very different noticeable differences on this truck versus the last truck that we did, and that's why we're making this video. We're not just trying to show you the same truck twice, but what you'll end up noticing, this truck actually sits up significantly higher than the last truck. The last truck had a Ready Lift 3.5-inch SST lift kit. This has a BDS 6-inch full suspension lift that maintains all the proper steering and suspension geometry on the truck. As you can see up underneath the vehicle itself, it's got the nice BDS cross member that also kind of doubles as a little bit of a skid plate, and I think it looks fantastic. But you'll also notice as the camera backs up just a little bit, you'll see that it has got enough room to clear these 35-inch BFG ATKO2 tires. That was the one complaint that we had on the last one, is because of the offset of the wheels, we weren't able to fit 35s, we had to fit 33s on the 3.5-inch lift. Because this is a 6-inch lift, we can fit the 35s and we can fit the more aggressive wheels without having to cut either one of the crash bars in the front or the rear, which is a huge benefit to a lot of different people. But one thing you'll notice, this does have a set of fuel polished wheels, so I think they look fantastic. They're not the bullet hole style that we truly wanted, but realistically, there's nobody that makes a bullet hole style wheel in chrome or a polish bigger than a 17-inch wheel. And the problem is that if you go with the BDS 6-inch suspension lift, it's got a steering knuckle that's taller and it doesn't clear a 17-inch wheels. You have to have an 18 or larger. So we had a little bit of a not compromise, because I think they turned out fantastic, but that is the reason this truck doesn't have bullet holes where the last one does. But once again, it's a bigger truck and that's what I like. Loud and proud. So let's talk about the paint job. Let's see what we did here. So this is a rapid red paint scheme, and what we did is we actually sanded down and repainted the entire paint. So what you'll notice, well, you can't really feel what my fingers are feeling. There is no tape line, and so it's really nice that they shot it all the way down with the paint, the Oxford white with the clear coat that goes over all of it. And the nice part is that we even went as far as adding the Bushwhacker fender flares with the chrome bolts. The reason we did that is it was able to create a cleaner line all the way around while also adding coverage over the tire itself, so that way you're not going to be throwing up as many rocks onto the truck itself. It really is just going to help protect the truck overall, so kind of pumped there as well. Now on the back of the truck, you'll notice we've got that same sport bar, I think is what Ford is calling it. You can't really call it a roll bar because it's not structural. It's not a structurally sound piece of material. This one does not have the KC highlighters on it, which we can add very easily if somebody wants to, but for the cost associated, we are already going with the bigger expensive lift, bigger wheels and bigger tires. So we just thought we might save a couple bucks right there, and if the customer wants it, it's a very simple, just an hour or two job, and you can have it added, no problems, no questions. So the next thing I want to talk about is the Magnaflow exhaust system that's on this truck. So this is the split tip exhaust, it's got the polished tips to it. What I love about this Magnaflow exhaust system is that it's very quiet when you're just cranking it up early in the morning or if you're driving down the interstate, but you can still hear it and it's still aggressive when you step on the gas. I absolutely love the Magnaflow exhaust system, and if you wait to the end of this video, you will actually get to hear what this thing sounds like as well. Coming around the back of the truck as well, you'll notice that we carried that same theme of the rapid red with the Oxford white into the back, and just like everywhere else, everything is been painted over with a clear coat, so it's a nice smooth finish. Now a lot of our trucks that we've been doing the custom painted emblems, and we can do any color that you want. Because this is that Retro 2.0 styling that we're going for, this one we kept it with the blue and the chrome just to keep it traditional, that kind of thing. Bed liner in the truck, there's nothing really exciting to look at there. You've got, and you know what, I'm not going to show you the back seat first. I'm going to show you what really makes this thing retro, and that is going to be the bench front seat, baby. How often do you see that? That is a very rare option in the F-150 right now, and I am borderline needing this kind of a truck. I've got 3 kids and my wife, and so if we ended up having one more kid, which we're not planning on, but if we did, or we needed one extra person, that extra jump seat really does come in handy. And since we don't get a chance to look at this very often, let's show you what you get with the bench front seat. So it's not just the normal, hey, this thing folds down. By the way, it does lock in the upright position, but you still have your armrest. You still have a small space to put some storage in there. You've got your cup holders here, but really what I like about this particular bench front seat is you also have an under seat storage going on right there. So pretty cool setup. And the nice part is you don't lose your heated seats in the front. You also don't lose your USB ports in here. So you still have the Apple CarPlay, you still have the Android Auto, you still have all of the creature comforts. You just have an extra spot for someone else to sit in the truck, which is really nice to still have an F-150 that can seat 6 people. It's kind of going the way of the dodo bird. So pretty cool stuff there, but I truly do like how they've got the black with the gray going on. I know the inside is not completely retro, but once again, that's not what we were going for in this truck. We wanted to go for Retro 2.0, kind of like the opposite of a resto mod, you know, where they take an old car and then they make it brand new with new internals and new guts. This is kind of the opposite of that. We're taking a brand new car, making it look somewhat retro, but also somewhat new age. And I think it turned out really, really well. And so let's do this. Let's pop the hood and take a look underneath the hood about what's going on. As you know, we're not going to put a Magnaflow exhaust system on a V6 because it may or may not sound right, but this has got the 5.0 V8. Now we've got a couple different options that are available, and we keep most of the stuff in stock. But you've got things like a Roush power pack if you wanted to upgrade the horsepower and the torque and the tuning. We can go all the way up to a Roush 2.65 liter TVS supercharger that's good for 650 horsepower, and I can't remember the pound-feet of torque because I'm having a brain fart. So I'll put that right there on the screen. But the cool part is it comes with a full 3-year, 36,000-mile bumper-to-bumper warranty and a full 3-year, 36,000-mile powertrain warranty as well. And so that kind of wraps up our video walk around of the F150 Retro 2.0. It's kind of my little catchphrase. But anyways, I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did and you're feeling like being awesome, make sure to smash that thumbs up button. If you haven't already done so, make sure you're subscribed to the YouTube channel with the bell notification turned on so you don't miss a single video. I got it in one take, baby!